Programming with Vishnu. Today we are going to discuss a topic called integer caching. Let's take first we'll create one integer. Integer I equal to 10. So we are creating one integer I equal to 10. How it is going to store in a database? So we have a heap memory. So here in the heap memory we have a cache memory. Inside this only we have we consider this memory as a cache memory. So here what will happen, it will create integer I. Suppose consider let's I1 and the value will be stored here 10 and the reference will shared with the I1. Okay, next integer I2 equal to consider 20. Again what will happen, the reference will create here and 20 will be here. The reference of this object we are going to share with the I2. Okay, next what we are going to do, we are going to create integer I3. Again I3 equal to 10. Now what will happen, the I3 object will get created. Yes, I3 reference will get created, but the value of 10 is going to be shared because already in the cache memory we have this the 10 value. This 10 value, whatever the object reference for this value reference is there, that is going to share with the I3. So it is what cache. Integer caching means to reduce the memory wastage. To reduce memory wastage when we are going to create by using kind of, or this is the process of creating is called auto boxing. This is the process is called auto boxing. Directly means we are assigning primitive type to the objective type. This is the wrapper object. Okay, so when we create an integer in the process of auto boxing, if the integer falls between minus 128 to 127, then the reference will be shared. The process is called integer caching. You see here, integer caching in a Java is a system that saves memory by reusing integer objects. See here, we are reusing the object 10 with I1 and I3, which is falls between minus 128 and 127. Instead of creating new object, suppose if I created object, let me create integer I4 equal to 198. Okay, again integer I5 equal to 198. How it is going to store? Now see here, this is the memory. How it is going to store? This is I4 equal to 198 and again I5 equal to 198, because this 198 not in the range of minus 128 to 127. How we can prove this? We can prove by code. Okay, let me see here. So let me take, now first I am taking, okay, before that I'll just give, you already know, you guys know, when we use equal, it is going to check the reference. It is going to check the reference. When you use equals method, it is going to check the content. See here what I am saying, when we have I1 and I3 both are 10, so the both are reusing the integer object, means the reference is shared between I1 and I3. For I1 the reference of object is same and I3 the reference of object is same. Okay, now observe here, when I create integer I1 equal to 10, integer I2 equal to 10, let me check system.out.println. When I check I1 equal to I2, what has to come? It has to come 10, sorry, true. See, we are able to see the output is true, because what I am saying, the reference is going to share. Okay, let me check one more thing, system.out.println I1 dot equals I2. Okay, now let me check this. See, both are true, because here what according to our integer cache, this both I1 and I2 sharing one reference, one object reference. The object 10 object reference is both shared by I1 and I2. So that's why when you are trying equal also, you are getting true. Okay. Okay. Let's one more thing. Now let me declare another two variables like I3 and I4. Okay. Let me declare here, as I said, 198. Here also we are going to declare 198. Okay, let me clear it, right? Okay, to make it clear, I am just writing the statements. Now the same thing we'll check for I3 and I4. Okay, I3 equal to I4. If integer cache was not there, it also has to come the true. If the integer cache is there, as I explained here, if 198 and 198 I4 and I5 both are different, then it has to come as a false. If the reference was not shared, because it is the 198 has been above the limit, then it has to come the false. Okay, then let me check here. I3, I4. Here also I3 and equals to I4. Now below it has to come true because both the content is same. Whatever the value there in I3 and I4, it is same. Okay, let me check here. Now observe here, when I run this code, if you see I1 equal to I2 is coming true because the object reference is shared, because the value is below the range, because it's below the plus 127 and the content is also same. But if you see I3 equal to I4, what it is printing, it is false because this is above the range. So two objects has been created, the reference has been not shared. So here the concept of integer cache is not applied because this is not in the range. Okay, but if you check the content, this is going to be true. Okay, one more thing. Now let me know what will happen here. When I create an integer object, integer, okay, I6 equal to new integer of 10. Okay, when I create integer by using a new keyword, before what we are doing, we are directly assigning the primitive data type to the reference type. That means auto boxing. Now what I am doing here, I am creating an integer object by using new keyword. Suppose if it's the same way, I created the one more integer, the same value 10. Okay, this 10 is in the range of minus 128 to 127 only, right? Still here integer cache will work. Let's check. It will not work. Okay. Observe here. Let me create integer I3 equal to new integer 10. 10 is in the range of minus 128 to 127. Integer I4 equal to new integer 10. Okay, now observe here, when I run this one, because if you see, if the integer cache is working, I3 equal to also, this also has to come the true, this also has to come true because both the content is same and it is less than in the range. Okay, but see what happened here, both this is the false. What will happen when we are using the new keyword? When we are using the new keyword, directly object is going to store in the heap memory with the value, like if it will share like this, I6 equal to 10, I7 equal to 10. When we are using the new keyword, integer cache will not work. Integer cache will work when you are using auto boxing. Auto boxing means when you are directly assigning the primitive type. When you are directly assigning the primitive type to integer object. Okay, how we can do auto boxing? There is a one more way. Like you can do, instead of integer I1 equal 10, you can do one more way. Integer I1 equal to integer dot value of, you can provide 10. This is also will work. Now observe, I'm creating two integers with the method using value of, okay, both are 10. Now I'm checking here I1 equal to I2. Okay, now now we have to get, now see here I created, let me remove this so that is clear confusing. I created here two integers I1 and I2 by using the value of method. Okay, value is 10. I am checking reference as well as the content. Now observe here, both are true because this is also process of auto boxing only, but we are using value of method, not directly assigning. We are converting the 10 value to the integer type. Okay, now suppose if you are creating like this also, if the value goes beyond the range of integer cache, now plus 127, right? I am giving minus 120, sorry, plus 128. Observe here 128. Now check here, I am checking reference and content. See the false, because it has to fall in between the minus 128 to plus 127. Suppose if I check here minus 128, now see here both are true because the value, it is fall in the range. Suppose if I give 129, again it will come false. See, false, but the content is same. Okay, so what is the use here? Here we are going to reusage of the object. Suppose if you are going to create multiple duplicate values with the range between minus 128 to 127, we are going to use, means here memory we are going to use efficiently. Okay, so what is integer cache? Integer cache is reusing of integer objects which are between minus 128 to 127. Why? Instead of creating new object. So when this integer cache will work, if you are creating an integer object by using auto boxing process only. If you create using new keyword, if the value is minus 128 to plus 27 in between, still it is going to create as a new object only. This is what integer caching. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, then subscribe to my channel. Thank you.